Okay, y'all. Hello. I am just out of the bath and just finished washing my hair and all that good stuff, and just want to have a little chit chat with y'all. So, let's talk about dating. Okay? I have Milo here and I hope he's on his best behavior. Fingers crossed. Um, Dating usually means a man takes you out, he courts you. Um, he knows that you have a lot of options so far as men go. And he wants to show you that, hey, I want you to go out with me. I'm cool. I'm interesting. You know, I'm not a cheapskate, so I don't mind taking you for coffee, at least, until I get to know you, or whatever the case may be. Lunch, which is going to be a little less expensive than dinner. You never know his circumstances. He might be saving up for something major in his life. He might be a college student, or whatever the case may be. It's a form of courting. He says, "Hey, I'd like to take you out sometime." She says yes or no, and then it continues. You go out, you have a great time, you go out again, or you go out with various people. You don't go out with one person because you're trying to find your number one person. Okay? Um Dating does not mean you invite a complete stranger to your house so that you can lay him. That's not dating. That is not dating. That is putting your health at risk and is putting your life at risk. And there was a lady recently who um, who was on Bumble, and she met someone and she was stupid and she invited him to her house, which resulted in her getting murdered. Okay? Sorry, it's hard to hold this. I'm watching him because kids like to be bad when you're occupied with other things. Anyway, it wasn't smart for her to do that. I don't know what in the hell she was thinking. I have told y'all time and time again, you do not invite a stranger to your home. You do not let a man invite you to his home, and that is supposed to be a date. That is not dating, that is mating. Uh-uh. And there's a big difference. Mating revolves around getting naked and jumping up and down on each other. Okay? Girl parts and boy parts together. Bam, bam, bam. That's what that is. That's mating. That is not courting. That is not dating. And I don't understand why we can't have a happy medium. We went from you shouldn't have sex until you're married to when you get pregnant outside of marriage, that's celebrated. People are like, yay, that's so cool. What's so cool about it? The kid is coming into a situation where there's no stability. There's a single mom. And he's probably not going to be in the picture because he felt like, hey, I got you pregnant. I did my job. That's not an ideal situation to raise a child. And what makes you think, and that's another topic, but what makes you think that he is husband material just because you had sex with him? Or that he is father, I should say father material, husband material, any of that. You have to qualify for a job, right? Why don't you qualify a person, see if they're qualified in your personal life? Because this person has the ability to destroy everything about you. That's another video. There was another girl who was dumb. And I'm sorry, I gotta hit y'all with some reality. She was stupid. She talked to a guy for a couple months. She talked to a guy for a couple months. He's a cop. And she spent her money flying all the way. You're okay. Flying all the way out to, I believe it was Arizona. They went, they went, for a walk. She's athletic. He's, supposedly into physical also. And they went for a hike in the mountains. She got sick. and he pulled a Jeff move. You're on your own. Her dead body was found not too far from a house that she was trying to go get help at that house. Why does she need to go get help when she's supposed to be with your punk ass? Somebody explain that to me, because it don't make sense. Why would you fly all the way out there to meet somebody who you thought was cute, and you talked to him a total of, I don't know, a couple times within a few months, and you think that makes sense for you to fly all the way out there? He didn't give a shit that she was sick. He could care less. She died. Did he get any repercussions for that? No. You are responsible for her if she's in your care. Although she shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. But she put herself in that situation, and because of it, she lost her life. So when are we going to get smart? When are we going to get smart? If you are that hot for something inside you, you go to Amazon and you type in sex toys. And you go ahead and get you whatever shape, size, color you want. Men, you could do the same thing. Okay? They got something called a pocket poon, according to somebody that I know. Pocket poon. Okay? There's one person who told, he's a guy. Why you would tell a guy this, I have no idea. But he told him that you can get, I don't know if it's a blow-up doll or if it's a woman's parts, but you could get one that's heated. You do not need to be desperate for sex. You do not need to be desperate for attention. You are not getting attention when a man is screwing you. You are getting screwed. That's all. You are a sperm trash can. That is it. You're so desperate for attention that you'll take anybody, even if it's for a 5-minute screw. At least, hey, if I die, I die. It was all worth it. When are we going to get smart? When are we going to start having some fucking class? When are we going to have self-respect? Do you want to risk getting killed? If that's what you want, and that the idea of being murdered makes you soaking wet down there, well then you, honey, what's wrong with you? I'm not sure what his problem is. You're okay, pumpkin. Anyway, I don't understand. You're not being loved. You're getting attention. But shit, you could get attention walking down the street. And construction workers are notorious for screaming at women, "Hey girl, can I get some fries with that shake?" If you're desperate for fucking attention. If you are that desperate for sex, attention, or whatever, you don't need to go looking for dick. You need to go to a therapist's office. And I'm not joking. I'm serious as a heart attack. You need to go to a psychiatrist to find out what is wrong with you and why you're willing to lose your fucking life for a piece of dick. Think about that. And no matter who you meet, it's the luck of the draw as to whether this person is normal or not. You're taking a chance. You're always taking a chance. But why would you increase your chances of being killed by saying, "Hey, I don't know you, you don't know me, why don't you come to my house? If I die, at least I died getting attention. Or I got strangled while he was doing me, or whatever." I mean, what's wrong with you? Men, use some common sense too. Because men have been targeted by women. They have been robbed. They have been killed. Okay, on the first meeting. There is no piece of ass. Let me repeat that. There's no piece of ass in the world worth dying over. No piece of ass is worth dying over. Stop going chasing someone's genitals, and you need to chase a psychiatrist because you're willing to take any type of chance in order to get laid. That tells me something is seriously wrong with you psychologically, and you need some help. You need some help. The Dutch guy, Vandersloot. I don't know his first name. He's Dutch. He's like six, I don't know, 6'3", 6'4", something. I don't know. He's tall. Some chick met him in I think it was a casino. She went back to his room. I think he killed her. Pretty sure he killed her. Strangled her or something. Was it worth it? Why in the fucking hell would you go back to someone's hotel room that you don't even know? Because you're getting high off of the attention? You're that desperate for dick? You're that desperate for somebody to look into your eyes? Let me tell you something. If you think, let me educate you real quick. If you think that somebody sticking it between your legs is going to be a romantic encounter, I can assure you, one has nothing to do with the other. Romance and screwing are two completely different things. Two completely different things. You could get used sexually by your partner, your spouse, your fiance. I don't want you to think that just because you're connected to this person, that sex is automatically going to be romantic. You've got to be kidding me. Don't be naive. That one has nothing to do with the other. In fact, it's even worse when your partner uses you sexually because you expect to have a connection with them. And I'm here to tell you from experience, just because you're occupying space with somebody and you're seeing them often and you're going places, that don't mean a hill of beans. That don't mean they're connected to you. They may be occupying time with you because they're bored. And you're fun to play with mentally, and you're fun to manipulate. And I'll use you sexually if and when I want to. Does that sound like romance to you? It sounds like a manipulationship, which is what I was in the summer. That motherfucker was no more connected to me than the man on the moon. Okay? All right? And when people are using you, they will play games with your head. They will play games with your head. Does that sound romantic to you? So, I am pretty sure, especially for women, I am pretty sure that when you were growing up, your mother and your grandmother and your great grandmother told you, when you get in your car, check your back seat. Make sure nobody's in your car. If you go out with somebody, make sure you have money in your pocket in case he says, you either give me some sex or you're getting out of the car. You could call for an Uber. You got money to take a cab. I'm also pretty sure that they told you, do not go out with complete strangers. And if you do, go out with them in public. I can promise you, as sure as I'm pecan tan, that not a single damn one of you mothers out there, y'all's mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers who have sense, let me put that caveat in there. None of them with sense are going to tell you, you know what you should do. Have a total stranger come to your house. A man, in particular. Although a woman could hurt you too. Y'all are familiar with the lady that was pregnant and the girl met her on Craigslist and ended up killing. She didn't kill her. Did she? Anyway, she took her baby, cut her open and took her baby. Pretended she was pregnant too. And they were going to, I don't remember, something with baby clothes or something. I don't remember what the premise was for her to get to her house. But she was a female and she hurt her. I beg your pardon, I'm making a video. Hush. You don't let strangers in your home. That's not a date. That's a mate. And some of y'all might need to get escorts, females included. There's men escorts out there. They're called gigolos. If he's registered or signed up with a company or he's an actual professional, you don't have to worry about him trying to cut your throat when he comes up in there. If he's legit, but you won't know if he's legit or not. But I would rather you go that route if you feel like you're that desperate to have something between your legs. Nobody should lose their life behind their stupid behavior. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Nobody should lose their life because they were idiots. Nobody should lose their life. It makes no sense. If your great grandma was alive and she saw the behavior that you were doing today, she'd turn over in her grave. Because that's not how young ladies were raised. And they still shouldn't be acting like that. I don't give a shit what year it is. And how modern people think they are. Modern will get you killed. Modern will get you roofied. Modern will get you used and abused. That sounds like fun, don't it? Y'all better use this instead of your pussy. Use this. Because if you don't, I don't know. I guess we'll sit, eat popcorn, and see how many more women die because they did something stupid. Anyway, think about what I said. Start using your brain. I would rather you have so many sex toys that you have to put them, you have to rent a storage space to put them in, or you have to get an extra bedroom just for your sex toys. I would rather you do that than risk getting murdered because somebody talks sweet nothings to you. Told you how beautiful you are. Told you how pretty you are. Told you every word that comes out of your mouth is magical. So you fell for her. You fell for everything he said. Or you fell for everything she said. Because women are manipulators too. They can be rattlesnakes too. So, y'all better use your brain. Men, you better do the same. Men get stuck on beauty and they get stuck on stupid. They get stuck on how pretty somebody is and they don't see past the beauty. That could get you murdered. That could get you robbed. Is that what you want to sign up for? Because she's beautiful? At least I got killed by a good-looking woman. If you have the ability to talk, which you won't have the ability to talk because you'll be dead. Is her beauty worth it? I don't think it is. That's just me. Y'all better look at something besides that. I love y'all. I'm being big auntie, auntie or great grandma or big sister or whatever the hell you want to call me because I'm trying to talk some common sense into you. Y'all take care.